Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to go over something really interesting when it comes to Pokemon card singles, particularly the top 10 hits inside a set. I'm going to show you a video that I posted a little while ago and I think it's going to shock you. Hey, before we do though, I just wanted to let everyone know today's video is of course sponsored by the Collector app. I'm Michael, this is PokeOz, and we talk all things Pokemon investing and also do a fair bit of market watch and market news. So hey, if you haven't signed up to the channel, please do so. It'd be sweet if you could subscribe, and thanks to everyone that continues to watch and show the channel some support. Right, onto the video. Let's jump straight into it. This is the video that I wanted to show you. This is a short that I posted of Paldea Evolved literally days after release, like days after this set launched, way back in, when was it? I've got it written here. Palde Evolved, June 9th, 2023. That's when Palde Evolved come out. So geez, I've been doing YouTube for a little while now. June 9th, 2023, I posted this video and I want you to pay particular attention to the top 10 hits. What stands out to you? I think it's pretty glaringly obvious that the prices of hits when they first come out don't remain the same. And the one that probably stands out as clear as day to me is the Magikarp. What is it showing here? $23 or something? Magikarp was $23? How insane is that? And what do we have at the top? Iono? So there's a few things that come up here. And one thing that's probably, glaringly obvious, like I said, is that one thing that you can very quickly get caught out on is the volatility of singles. And look, sometimes singles are super hot and come out of the gate really high. Other times they're mediocre and we can see massive changes. And I want to, before we discuss this a little bit more in depth, I want to give you a couple more examples. So that Paldea Evolved example of the top 10 cards and just how different it is now, less than 2 years later. Like it's not even been out 2 years. That is how crazy those cards have changed in under 2 years. So two other examples. I wanted to show you this one. I'm just going to log on to the Collector app, of course, the sponsor of today's video, and I'm going to run through, we'll search by sets and we'll jump into Evolving Skies here. And as we scroll down the top hits of Evolving Skies, I'm going to jump to the Umbreon V. The Umbreon V, forever and a day, wasn't even in the top 10 hits. Now it sits at number 6, and well and truly sits at number 6. It sits above some of the other strong alt arts that came out of the gate really hot. Cards like Dragonite V, for argument's sake. So isn't it crazy? This is just another example of how cards can just completely change. And finally, the third example I want to give you, and this one's probably the biggest shock to me, but also isn't, is Scarlet and Violet base and the Drowzy card. That Drowzy, when it first came out, Scarlet and Violet base, which has been out for 2 years now, well, it must be very close to 2 years, give or take maybe a month or two or a couple of weeks, but that Drowzy card was not an expensive card at all. And look at it now. Yes, you can say it got bought out. Yes, you can say it got pumped up. And it's doing pretty much exactly what I said it would 3 weeks ago when I did videos on Drowzy and other illustration rares that have been absolutely pumped up or bought out. It's gone to an unreasonable height. It's not going to be sustainable. It's going to come back to a more regular place. And look, it doesn't deserve to be a $5 card, but it also probably doesn't deserve to be a $100 card. I said it along, it's probably going to nestle somewhere around 40 to 50 US dollars. I think it deserves it. The artwork's absolutely brilliant, but as one comment said, I think it might have been on Reddit, you can't polish a turd. That's nothing against Drowzy, but it's not exactly a fan favorite Pokemon, is it? The artwork can only do so much if it's not a fan favorite Pokemon. When we get the two together, phenomenal artwork and a fan favorite Pokemon, we get the perfect storm, don't we? Coupled with maybe, pull rates and PSA 10 conversion prices. But hey, anyway, that's a different story for a different video. So with those three examples in mind, the crazy changes we've seen to Paldea Evolved singles prices, single examples like we've seen in Evolving Skies like the Umbreon V, single example like we've seen on Scarlet and Violet base with the Drowzy, what it tells us is that singles are just so volatile and we need to be really careful. For me, when it comes to investing in singles, and I know I harp on about this, I don't really do it. I don't really invest in singles. I just buy what I want to buy. I buy what I like for the collection and that's it. And hey, talking about the collector app in my collection, you can join up and have a look at me now that I'm on the homepage on the content creators section. I don't have any singles in there though. All I've done is load my sealed products into the collector app. I don't have the world's best singles collection. I just buy what I like and put it into a binder. And that's as simple as it gets for me. But some advice I want to give people that maybe are just coming into the hobby right now. Maybe you've been in it for a month, maybe you've been in it for 6 months, maybe you've been in 12 months, maybe you've been in 2 years, maybe you've been in it for the last 5 years. But either way, if you've just come into the hobby, particularly recently, what you'll notice is phenomenally expensive singles right out of the gate. And not only singles, sealed product as well. Like try getting your hands on Prismatic Evolutions at retail price. Try getting an Elite Trainer box. Impossible. Journey Together, not even out yet. And booster boxes are pre-selling up here. Like so far above recommended retail price, it's crazy. So you can't get your hands on sealed product for a good price, which in turn has a flow-on effect. It's like the chicken and the egg. Which one is it? Is the booster box and sealed product being super expensive, or is it the singles being super expensive, which is causing booster box to go up? Either way, it doesn't matter. What does matter is the singles market is insanely high at the moment. And I just warn everyone to be a little bit careful when it comes to spending lots of money on expensive hits, thinking that they're always going to go up. And look, going back to Paldea Evolved as an example, you might have thought, oh, Iono is going to be that next waifu card. It's going to be a fantastic card that people are going to, want forever from Paldea Evolved. And $100 seems really, really cheap. So I'm going to buy heaps of them, thinking it might be a $200 card or a $300 card and be, somewhat like Lily from Ultra Prism and become like a $400 raw card. Just doesn't always happen. It's a massive gamble. If you'd made that gamble and bought 10 copies or 20 copies or 5 copies or however many copies you would have wanted to buy, you would have lost a lot of money. However, when the shoe's on the other foot, if you'd bought the Magikarp thinking this is phenomenal artwork and at $23 it seems incredibly cheap, I mean, look at the money you would have made there. That's what I'm saying. Singles are a massive, massive gamble and you just never know how it's going to go. One final example I want to give, if we rewind the clock way back to Sun and Moon era and we're looking at a set which is arguably the greatest set of the whole Sun and Moon era, and whether you think that or not, or whether you think, its prices are due to it being short printed. Personally, I love Unified Minds and Cosmic Eclipse, and maybe that's just jealousy because I don't have a Team Up booster box, but if we look at Team Up as an example, and we look at that Latios and Latios, that was not the main chase card when that set first came out. In fact, it was a relatively inexpensive chase card, somewhat like Magikarp was from Paldea Evolved. Isn't it crazy just how much things change? I think a fan actually, I shouldn't call him a fan, someone commented on the video pointing that out to me, and I was like, wow. I'm going to do a whole video on this because, I appreciate that comment on that video and it's made me really realize just how volatile and how much singles can change. Crazy, isn't it? I think that's all I've got for this video. Stay careful when it comes to singles. Just buy what you like. Be careful of the massively pumped up buyouts at the moment. I'm going to do a video on that very shortly. In fact, it's probably going to be my next video about a lot of these singles that have come back down to earth after buyouts, including the Drowzy from Scarlet and Violet base. I'm Michael, this is Paldea Evolved. Catch everyone next time.